A little recap of the last chapter for this manhwa. Ghislaine, our protagonist, suddenly visited the Rayfold County in order to ask money on his fiancée, Amelia. He threatened Amelia about her secretly created merchant guild, Perdium, which leads to Amelia's decision to kill Ghislaine on the spot using his escort knight Bernaf. This fight also exposes the protagonist's skills, which greatly shock Amelia and Bernaf. This confrontation also leads to Bernaf taking the fight seriously due to Ghislaine's swordsmanship and mana control. And now back to the current situation. Amelia is running away because Bernaf can't guarantee her safety now that he is going all out fighting Ghislaine. While running, Amelia was angry due to the humiliation that she got from Ghislaine, and is also confused on who's the idiot that leaked the information about her merchant guild. Amelia also now realizes that the rumors that she heard before about Ghislaine slaying orcs, protecting her sister from assassins, and defeating Cane Loges were all true. She was also wondering where all the guards that were supposedly stationed at her house were. But after turning a certain corner of her house, Amelia was shocked to see all her guards lying on the floor dead, and with a suspicious person standing in the middle. After the suspicious person turned around, Amelia was shocked because it was actually the Perdium's maid Belinda. After that, Belinda suddenly appeared at the back of Amelia, which greatly shocked her. Belinda also noticed the unpleasant spider on Amelia's lips, which brought memories to her on the day of the engagement ceremony. Belinda eavesdrops on the conversation between her lord and Count Rayfold. It was actually because of Amelia's siblings picking on her due to Amelia's creepy spiders around her, and then she actually raised a lot of spiders and took revenge on her siblings. Belinda also told her that she doesn't care if it was from overcoming her trauma or just to display some self-assertion, but it doesn't look good on her. That's why Belinda took the spider from Amelia's lips and stumped it to death and threatened her by asking for her cooperation. Back to the current situation of the fight between Ghislaine and Bernaf. Bernaf is now releasing an overwhelming amount of mana. Bernaf is also now criticizing Ghislaine's comment earlier about how their fight is now more entertaining. Bernaf also criticized Ghislaine's noble status that acts and says, like some kinda lowly mercenary. Ghislaine just brushes off Bernaf's questioning his status as a noble. Ghislaine also countered him by saying that those things shouldn't come out from the mouth of a mere escort knight. As the tension rises, Bernaf quickly attacks Ghislaine and said that he shouldn't disgrace the nobility. Bernaf continues by attacking Ghislaine with multiple fast sword stabs, but Ghislaine dodges and blocks them all. As Ghislaine was dodging, he noticed that Bernaf was pushing forward fiercely, but Ghislaine just had enough of it and deflected Bernaf's sword to the side and continued by attacking his head in a couple of spots, but it was all blocked by Bernaf. After Bernaf blocks Ghislaine's big attack, he told Ghislaine that it was his last attack, while Bernaf was quickly attacking his face. For a moment, Bernaf thought that he had Ghislaine, but it was actually blocked by his shoulder, wounding him, and counter-attacked Bernaf. Bernaf was right about not letting his guard down until the end. He deflected Ghislaine's sword to the side and kicks him while saying that this is the difference between him and a man who wields their sword for entertainment. While landing safely after the kick, Ghislaine thought that it was really entertaining fighting Bernaf, because Bernaf controlled the flow of the fight with his overwhelming speed, range, and consecutive attacks, and with his current mana, he thought that he can't counter Bernaf's strength. By mana, Ghislaine means that his mana at that moment. He also was regretful that he will slay him down today. And there is also one thing that Bernaf overlooked, and that is his unique mana cultivation technique. Ghislaine then unleashed his third core and swiftly ran forward in front of Bernaf, and interlocked his sword with Bernaf's sword, and deflected it while throwing it out of Bernaf's hand. Bernaf was greatly shocked about what was happening, and wondered how Ghislaine wielded an explosive amount of mana during combat. As Ghislaine was about to kill Bernaf, he stopped due to a sudden shout that he heard. It was actually Amelia along with Belinda, and at that moment Amelia said while crying that she will give him his 10,000 gold and get out of her sight. Ghislaine sighs and says that it was a hassle, and it would have been easier if she had handed it earlier when Ghislaine was asking her nicely. Belinda was troubled about the thought of his young master having this confrontation and calling it a lover's quarrel. Ghislaine walked closer to Amelia and said that he has an unfortunate news for her, and that the fee has went up and it is now 20,000 gold. This is the end of the translated chapter. We'll continue when a new translated chapter is released. Thank you, and please don't forget to like and subscribe.